Hey, it's Derek from Ideal Body. In today's video, we're going to talk about diet versus exercise and which one will give you faster results. Let's do it. All right, so today we're going to talk about diet versus exercise and which one really delivers you faster and better results. And to me, the answer is very, very simple because what you eat in your nutrition determines about 90% of your results. It's that important. Some people say it's 50-50 or 80-20. To me, exercise is far, far less important than what you eat because it's just proven itself through all the people that I've worked with on a personal level, along with myself and my wife, who have both lost large amounts of weight, mainly by changing the things that we eat. So I went through a study a little while back where these people were tracked doing very, very high intensity exercises. So they would do these 20-minute, what they called VO2 max workouts, which were basically at the end of the 20 minutes, these people were struggling to breathe. Like they went all out and then they went a little bit more. So if you think high intensity, this was like high intensity. At the end of the 20 minutes, they burned anywhere from 200 to 300 calories. So basically 20 minutes going all out. These people were super conditioned athletes. So they were, at peak physical fitness levels, and they were only burning between 200 and 300 calories in their 20-minute workouts, which is basically half a cheeseburger or a half a cup of pasta. So, when you're eating spaghetti, are you eating a little half cup of pasta or are you eating a big bowl of pasta? I mean, even if you're eating healthier foods, that's like 4 or 5 eggs. So to me, the math never made sense because if you got to kill yourself just to burn, 200 or 300 calories, and we're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day and snacking every day, like, the numbers just don't add up. So that's why exercise, while important, and we'll get into it a little bit more towards the end of this video, it is important for certain areas of your life, but when it comes to losing weight and just improving your overall health and burning more fat, nutrition is so much more important. You're just not gonna keep, continually burning off thousands and thousands of calories every single day. And the other reason why I don't really like to track weight loss through exercise is because you really have no idea how many calories you're burning in a day. So yes, you can do a workout or use a treadmill or an elliptical and it's gonna give you this number of calories you burn, which isn't very accurate because how can that machine measure your biology, your human biology, the rate at which you burn calories compared to somebody else? Since we're all different, it spits out the same number no matter if you're 350 pounds or 170 pounds and you burn calories faster than the person next to you. So along with that, with those numbers never being very accurate, you just have no idea how many calories you're burning in a day. Like if I go out, and walk around the block, or I walk to my car after work, or just sitting at work, you're burning calories all day long, but we have no way to measure that. So if you're just basing, losing weight on burning a certain number of calories, it's just an equation that's very, very inaccurate, and you're basically just guessing. So with exercise, yes, you can burn calories, but it's a very, very poor way to try and lose weight. On the other side, when you talk about the foods you eat, that makes losing weight very, very easy, very, very simple, and it's something that you can do every single day. Because after all, we're all eating. We all have to eat, but if you just make a few simple switches in the foods you eat, you can start burning fat, without taking any extra time out of your day. You don't have to go to the gym for an hour every day, to try to run off the calories that you ate the night before. You don't have to do that anymore because when you simply shift the foods that you eat, your body will naturally start burning fat for energy. And that doesn't mean, we're switching out, lasagna for salads, or we're eating rice cakes for snacks, or snacking on carrot sticks and celery. Like that's the old way to lose weight. That's the way people thought we had to lose weight, decades ago when we didn't have any of the information that we do today. Now it's about eating more of the healthier, high-fat foods that we've been told are unhealthy for us for years, but are actually very, very healthy for you and can help you lose a lot of weight. I've been helping people lose anywhere from 2 to 10 pounds in a week. I've had women lose, anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds in 90 days without even exercising. And these were moms, these were people who were busy, 40, 50, 60 years old, where the weight literally just started falling off when they started shifting the foods that they ate and they stopped eating the foods that weren't helping with their weight loss. So this is making a simple shift from, eating the processed foods, eating the high carb foods that have very little nutritional value, and eating more healthier, high fat foods like the eggs, the butter, the meat, the coconut oil, black olives, foods like that are actually full of healthy fats that keep us full longer, so we're not snacking all day long, we're not hungry all day long, we don't have the sugar cravings anymore because our body's full, our body's satisfied, we're not always reaching for the bowl of snacks or candies or donuts or anything like that, because when your body's full, your body doesn't crave those foods. Unfortunately, with what we have today, what we've been told today, we're supposed to eat 8 to 10 servings a day of grains and breads and 6 servings of fruit. Most of them are high sugar fruits. that don't help you lose weight. We've been told to eat all these foods, all these grains and wheat and all those foods like that, that creates our body to be hungry all the time. It makes us have cravings. It makes us, always snacking and always feeling like we gotta be eating something because we're never really full, we're never really satisfied. So when you switch the way that you eat, your body will start being full on a more consistent basis, and you won't eat as much because you'll be full, and you'll start burning more fat because your insulin levels are super low. So insulin is a hormone in our body. We all have it, we all produce it. The lower your insulin levels are, the more fat you will burn throughout the day. Simple thing to remember, keep your insulin levels low. You will burn more fat throughout the day even if you don't exercise. So yes, you can start adding exercise in. It is important for, building strong bones. It's important for building a strong heart. It's important for, just everyday tasks of being able to get up, as you get older, get out of bed, walk around, go grocery shopping and being able to carry your bags of groceries out of the store, being able to pick up your kids. Exercise is very important for that. But when we talk about strictly losing weight and burning fat, it has a very, very minimal impact unless you have your nutrition in check. Once you start eating healthy, once you start eating the right foods, then you can add in the exercise. You can add in the weight training or the cardio or the running or the sports that you like, basketball or dancing or walking your dogs or chasing your kids around in the backyard. You can start just doing those things because they're fun and they will help speed up your results to a certain extent. But if you're just eating whatever you want, if you're still eating, all the potatoes and all, the rice and the grains and the breads and the pizzas and all that, you can go and work out for 5 hours a day and you're still not going to get the results that you want because the food that you eat isn't in check with what your goals are, which is burning fat. So get your nutrition in check first. I would recommend not even exercising for the next 30 to 60 days. Don't even worry about it because it's very, very overwhelming when you try to add in all this exercise on top of switching the way that you eat. So just take one at a time. Since your nutrition is so much more important than exercise, that's always priority number one for me. So just put the exercise off to the side. You'll get to it when you're ready. When you start losing weight just by switching the foods that you eat, then you'll be more motivated to exercise because the weight will already be coming off. You'll have less pressure on your joints and on your knees and on your ankles and your back. So you'll be excited to exercise. Then just start doing something simple like walking, like jogging, like doing some body weight exercises like squats and push-ups and things like that. You can start easing into those once you already have your food and your nutrition dialed in, because it's very, very overwhelming to try to do all of this at once, especially if you've been eating a certain way for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life. So start there. Start with cutting out the foods that aren't good for you, that aren't serving you, that are sucking your energy out of you, that are making you moody and miserable and just on this constant sugar craving binge that we get on once we start eating these high sugar foods. Start slowly cutting those out, or if you feel it's even better, you can go cold turkey. It's up to you. You know yourself best. So if you think cutting out all these foods from day one is the way to go, then do that. Or you can start weaning yourself off of it. Start cutting out the orange juice at breakfast. Start cutting out the bagels and the toast and the cereal at breakfast, and start adding in, some eggs or some coffee with some heavy whipping cream, or some green tea with some heavy whipping cream, or a little bit of coconut oil. Start doing small, simple things like that. And then, 30, 60 days later, when you start to get your nutrition under control and you start eating this way for a while and you start seeing the results, you start seeing your stomach get a little bit flatter, you start seeing the number on the scale go down, then start adding in some exercise that you enjoy, and you can start speeding up your results from there. So nutrition is 90% of the ball game. Start with that, get focused on that, put all your intention on that. Don't worry about exercise. You'll start losing weight simply by changing the foods that you eat. So if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button below. Feel free to leave a comment below if you want me to cover anything in future videos, and hit the subscribe button because I'm shooting new videos every single week to help you lose weight faster than ever. And if you want my free system on how to triple your fat burning overnight, just go ahead, click the link below and let me know your best email, and I'll personally send it over 100% free. It's my way of saying thank you for taking the time to watch this video.